What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus Ally gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we are going to have a look at Hi-Fi Rush. Now, this is a game it should be able to handle pretty well, even at 1080p. But hey, only one way to find out. We'll have to jump in and find out for ourselves. Now, as usual, I'm going to try to take it over and hook it up to the capture computer, but I can almost promise you it's going to make the stupid sound come out of the speakers again and give no sound in the recording. So we'll probably have to do this all camera recorded as usual, but I always do my due diligence and at least try. So I'm going to go over and try that real quick, and we'll see what happens. And if not, we'll come over here, turn the camera back on, and have a look at some settings.
Let's quickly look at the settings here for high. We're going to start off on 1080p, of course. We're just going to do the high preset and just cruise on through. And then we'll do my settings at the end, and then move on to 720p. And I'm hoping 720p will just be like flawless, so we won't have to even go through the settings. But this one, surprise, surprise, can't quite handle it, but you'll see what I mean. It's not that bad, even maxed out. But anyway, let's go into the game. Okay, here we are in the very beginning of the game here.
Whew, man, that surgery drained me out. Ah, that hit the spot.
We told you no more than 10 boxes. Surely we...
Huh. He dropped all the boxes. He has failed.
Please collect your belongings.
Yeah, time to get out of these clothes. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, see what I mean? It dropped down to 47, 41 for a little bit here, just for like a movie.
Hey.
All right, kid.
But it does, I think, drop a little during this fight I'm about to get into too, as you guys will surely see.
Management.
Foreign object warning. Looks like a defect. Take him in. Is that a weapon?
I don't think so.
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
Time for that beat. And now, behold the power of magnets.
Got him.
All right, let's do this. All right, so it barely dropped down like 58 or whatever, so not the end of the world by any means.
Okay. What is going on?
And he finally knows something is amiss.
If I'm getting this right... First, music player in my chest. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be there. Second, it's powering up my new robot arm. Third, it's making everything sync up with the beat. And...
All right, though,
Sounds ridiculous.
let's go ahead and move on to the next setting now, shall we? All right, now we're going to do medium preset, still at 1080p. So let's cruise through it just real quick here. Let's turn that down to medium. There we go. I know there was a couple other settings that was still on high, but anyway, let's go ahead and hop in the game. We'll see how medium does. Okay. Back into the game here. Just gonna do the same run we just did, only now we're at medium.
Man, that's
And we'll see if we can't stay above 60. So far we're in the 80s, so probably will, but... Alright, let's go get this dude's clothes.
Yeah, time to get out of these clothes. Oh, jeez.
Alright, well it didn't drop down to 47 this time, so that's a step in the right direction. It did drop down to 56 though. Not the biggest deal in the world during a video, but just calling it out.
Alex does 75. Magnetic waste management fixture.
Wait, magnetic waste management?
Foreign object warning. Looks like a defect. Take him in. Is that a weapon?
I don't think so.
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
Alright, it is now time for us to do battle. Well, seems to be staying at right around 60 now. Let's see how it does during battle. Oh, only got a good on that one. But we made short work of them and stayed over 60 the whole fight. We're in the 70s to 80s most of the time. Mostly in the 70s.
What is going on?
And I'm pretty sure all of these little cutscenes are limited to 60, so... In any case, though, I feel like we should go ahead and move along to some more... I think, yeah, low. We'll be going on a low now, so on to low. All right, now we're going to do the low preset here. So let's cruise through low just real fast, and then we'll hop at the game. And there we are. That is the bottom. So, to the game we go. So, now we're on low. So, let's run around again. Honestly, it doesn't seem to be getting that much more FPS, at least here, than it did on medium.
Man, that surgery drained me out.
Maybe by a tiny bit. Yeah, I don't think we hit 90s before, but still, I think it's mostly in the 70s like we were getting before, so I'd probably not run the game on low. I mean, if you're going to run the game on low, you might as well just go drop the resolution to 720p and just play with the game maxed out. I'm pretty sure the game will be able to play maxed out at 720p and stay above 60 the whole time, judging by what I've seen at 1080p here. Could be wrong, so we'll have to wait till we get there. But we just gotta do my settings after this real quick, and then we'll be there, so won't take too long for us to find that one out. Alright, it basically didn't drop frames here. I don't consider dropping down to 59 a big deal.
Alex does 75. Magnetic waste management fixture.
Wait, magnetic waste management?
Foreign object warning. Looks like a defect. Take him in. Is that a weapon?
I don't think so.
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
All right, here we go. After we get out of the little cutscene, we can get back to seeing what kind of FPS we're getting.
Got him!
All right. Time to see what kind of FPS we get. All right, no, it definitely is up a tiny bit because we were barely getting 80 FPS before when we were fighting them. Now we're getting 80s to 90s, so low definitely did improve a little, for sure. At least the frame rate, but I wouldn't want to play this all the way on low. Not like it even looks that bad, honestly, but it looks a lot better with the settings turned up, seeing as though it didn't have crazy graphics to begin with. Anyway, though, this is all pre-rendered stuff after this, so... or at least for a little while, so why don't we go ahead and go and try out some of my settings now. Alright, now for my settings here at 1080p, so let's cruise through them real fast, just show you what they are. And alright, we are at the bottom, so let's get into the game and we'll see how my settings do. Here we are, beginning of the game again, so let's go ahead and run around and see how we do here.
Ooh, man,
Got about the same 70 FPS here to 80, so that's good.
That hit the spot.
Please collect your belongings.
Alright, clothetize me, Captain.
Yeah, time to get out of these clothes. Oh, jeez. Ooh. Hey!
Alright, kid. Robotic arm, LX to 75, magnetic waste management fixture,
Wait, magnetic waste management?
foreign object warning. Looks like a defect. Take him in. Is that a weapon?
I don't think so.
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
Since they're machines, they didn't take a moment of hesitation. They were just like, oh, he's resisting, kill him. You know, like, what the fuck is this stick doing? Yeah, not so tough when I'm armed, are you guys?
Got him!
That's one down. Two down. And that makes three. Only got an A that time, but whatever. Can't always get an S rank. Well, I guess unless you're really badass at the game. I was alright at it, but definitely lost my touch. Been a while since I played it and beat it. But anyway, now let's go drop it down to 720p and see how it does. Hopefully it'll just play flawlessly and then we can end the video after that. Well, after getting some camera too.
Well, alright guys, let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay now. With my settings at 1080p. And then we'll move on to 720p.
Train me out. Ah, that hit the spot.
Please
Can do.
Yeah, time to get out of these clothes.
And then hopefully when we get to 720p,
Jeez.
it will actually let me go above 60 FPS. Because when I did that on the capture computer, it only limited me to 60, which was kind of lame. And like all cutscenes are limited to 60. Yeah, this game looks really crispy on this
All right,
screen,
kid.
especially at
Arm
1080p.
Alex to 75, magnetic waste management fixture,
Wait, magnetic waste management?
foreign object warning. Looks like a defect. Take him in. Is that a weapon?
I don't think so.
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
But that got the beat rolling.
Got him!
Well, we blew them all up.
Okay, what is going on?
He's all like, wait, what the fuck? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd be pretty surprised if my heart was replaced with an MP3 player, but hey. In all honesty, he
If I'm
seems to
getting
take it pretty
this
well.
right, first,
I'd be like,
music
am
player
I
in my
gonna
chest.
die?
Pretty sure that's not supposed to be there. Second, it's powering up my new robot arm. Third, it's making everything sync up with the beat. And this sounds ridiculous. When
But
the
alright,
music
let's go,
kicks
move on.
Alright, now for 720p, we got the game on high preset. And there we go. Put that back up to high. And I think we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and try out some 720p, basically maxed out. So now here we go. We got the game maxed out at 720p. And it definitely does not look as crisp, especially when you got it all blown up like this.
That hit the
But the
spot.
Steam Deck video is also running the same problem. That's why I also do camera recorded. Not only did a lot of my subscribers like me doing camera recorded, it also just helps you show what kind of actual visual you should expect from said device, instead of being like, oh man, that looks really like terrible. Trust me, this doesn't look that bad when you look it on the screen. Just looks terrible right now. But you'll see that once we move on to camera, because this is looking like it's probably going to be more than enough FPS. I don't think we're going to have to go through those settings at 720. If you want to play 720, just max that bitch out. But let's go get a little bit more gameplay before we go ahead and call that. Did the same 59 FPS drop there, but did that 1080p too. I don't really count that as a frame drop, even though it technically is.
Robotic arm Alex to 75, magnetic waste management fixture,
Wait, magnetic waste management?
foreign object warning. Looks like a defect. Take him in. Is that a weapon?
I don't think so.
Sure, it's a weapon if you want it to be.
Wait, what?
All right. Let's suck up these parts and do battle.
Got him!
All right, it is fight time. Well, it seems to be hitting a constant 60 at least. I kind of noticed this when I did high on, whatchamacallit, 1080p too. It seemed to just stay around 60 until I went to medium. I hope high didn't turn VSync back on me or something, because that's sure what it looks like. But we'll do some camera recorded gameplay and I'll hopefully fix anything like that if that happened, and we'll see the true FPS. As a matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and hop over to camera right now and go see what kind of frames we can expect. Hopefully unrestricted, unless the game's just going to be restricted no matter what, but hey, let's go find out.
Well, alright, now for 720p. Now with 720p, I didn't even bother going through all the settings because you can get like 60 plus all the way into the 100s, just maxed out in this game at 720p. Mind you, it just doesn't look as crisp. Still doesn't look awful by any means, but it's still got more than enough FPS for me to just play at 1080p. But if someone's more concerned with FPS than super ultra crispy graphics, well, this thing's got a solution for you.
Get out of these clothes.
So that's pretty nice.
Oh, jeez.
I always hated that. It's so annoying. After the first couple tries, I'd always just say, alright, fuck it, I guess I have to bend down and grab the heel and peel it on.
Hey!
To the face.
Alright, kid. Bionic arm, LX plus 75, magnetic waste management fixture,
Wait, magnetic waste management?
foreign object warning. Looks like a defect. Take him in.
I don't think it is.
I don't think so.
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
They were just looking for an excuse to beat somebody up. Let's all be honest. The power of magnetism.
Got him!
Give me that stuff.
Okay. What is going on?
But yeah, absolutely perfect FPS. Completely maxed out at 720p. But even with maxed out settings at 1080p, you got pretty close to 60 all the time. But my settings got 60 all the time except for the cutscenes. There were a couple times where it dropped a little here and there, but like I always say, I don't care about cutscenes. As long as they're over 24 FPS, I'm happy.
Third, it's making everything sync up with the beat.
But in any case,
And
why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up now? Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Hi-Fi Rush, and I'm glad that the capture computer in this thing actually let me get some captured footage this time instead of making me do the whole thing camera recorded. Since this thing has such high quality camera, that honestly makes it take forever to edit and render and whatnot, compared to when I have some, you know, actual footage captured to throw in there too. So, glad it worked though, so that's a good thing. Hopefully it'll keep on working now and that won't ever be a problem again, and hopefully I'll be able to give you the same quality of videos on this thing now that I've had on the rest of the computers, but only time will tell. And it played that game extremely well, so it even almost handled it maxed out at 1080p without dropping under 60, but there were still a couple times during gameplay where it did, so I decided to do my due diligence and run through all the settings at least at 1080p. Then for 720p it seemed to do absolutely flawlessly, maxed out. Sure, it didn't hit 120 all the time, but it was over 60 all the time except for during cutscenes, which I'm sure that game just got little dips in the cutscenes. If you didn't have a frame rate counter, I doubt anyone would even notice those dips anyway in the cutscenes. So, in any case, that is all I got for you guys for this particular video. It's time for me to go charge this thing up and start on another game. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.